Hello, everybody, and welcome to KrakenQuest Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Brought to you by the KrakenQuake mug, the KrakenQuake t-shirt, and the KrakenQuake mouse pad, which is...
Are you sure it's not
a
fucking
desk?
playmat for Magic?
Doubles as a playmat for Magic.
Damn it. Flawless
No, I've
system
seen a few
is
mouse
flawed.
pads like that. Mine is big, but like I've seen
There it
some that
goes.
go under your entire keyboard. It makes sense.
But yeah, this one is like...
3 feet long.
3 feet long.
That's big.
Yeah,
It's so your keyboard doesn't scoot around.
I guess so. I mean, it's literally larger than my keyboard, and I mean, it's cool. It's neat. I like it. Wasn't.
What if I have a really big mouse?
Maybe that's what it's
I'm talking
for.
like an entire ferret.
I think it's
Also,
gonna
the t-shirt's
soak up
pretty comfortable.
I should have bought one.
That's good. Do you
Anyway,
remember who the manufacturer is on the t-shirt?
not off the top of my head. It's all handled through Streamlabs, or Stream Elements,
Oh, okay.
which is our like thing we use for stats and stuff, and then they add a merch thing. So I think if you do exclamation merch in the chat. Oh wow, look at that. Anyway,
Wow, look, we have a shill bot.
it's not on the timer. Oh, I should put it on the timer.
Oh fuck.
I mean, we should have that for KrakenCare, but we'll discuss that whenever KrakenCare happens again.
Anyway, with me as always is Sam playing Jack.
Drink chocolate milk, man. Also, you should read Berserk.
Wow, it's been like 2 weeks since I've heard that. I think that's a new record.
I think it's only been a week.
Catherine
I cannot
playing Mina.
remember. I have an entire pot of tea because apparently I'm a grandma.
Hey, sometimes
I have
you
a
just
pot that's
need
very
to-
similar to that.
It's a nice color.
She just
Thank
keeps
you.
getting pots. I don't know where they're coming from.
Her pot dealer. James playing Yo Fairy.
Arr, I be forgetting my water. Actually, it's in the other room. I'm gonna go get it.
And Carter playing Zeodor.
Arr.
So I actually have a very short spiel about what I'm drinking tonight because a good friend of mine is on her honeymoon right now, and
Old.
she has. Well, she and her husband are quarantined together, but a mutual friend of ours did send them off with a few bottles of mead,
Ooh.
including some bliss for their wedded bliss, and I have a bottle as well. So
That's some good stuff.
I am drinking some in their honor. So to Leaf and Michael, bliss for your bliss.
Bliss for your bliss.
No.
If anyone is interested in getting some of this, Viking Alchemist Meadery, they're a local meadery to us. They're fantastic, and the people that work there are also great people.
Hashtag
I
not
can't even
sponsored.
drink it, and I want a bottle.
I can drink it, and we will talk.
I have Chattanooga whiskey.
This is
It's also good.
if anyone's interested, Bliss is the pear and almond one. It tastes like it
I
tastes
need
like
that now.
it tastes like if you made a poached pear in amaretto. It's amazing.
You
That
can
does
pick some
sound
up
really
on your
good.
way down.
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Yeah, you can pick up a bottle from them. I'm pretty sure they have Bliss in stock right now.
Talk
so-
to
Go for it.
Viking Alchemist about sponsorship.
Sponsorship.
We have one viewer right now, and I think it's me.
I think it's Viking Alchemist Meadery.
They know.
Oh my. Alright, so, who recalls what happened last time?
I'm on a boat.
We talked about boats for a very long time.
I like that episode where they talked about boats for a really, really long time.
I mean, yeah, that's why I was making jokes about it during the show.
So we got ourselves a ship after. Actually, we went to a party and schmoozed.
Oh yeah.
And
it was only a party.
And it was actually just a party, so
Wait.
we think we didn't see
definitely
anything.
missed something.
We definitely missed something.
I don't care. I didn't have to make a wisdom saving throw. I didn't have to shoot anybody in my really pretty dress. It's a win.
Hierarchy music.
So then we got ourselves a ship. Its name is the Trivial Alibi. It's Dow. It has 13 AC, 400 hit points, 80 hit points rigging, 10 crew, 3 speed.
Ooh,
Blah, blah,
numbers.
I feel like the Trivial Alibi has a really annoying hipster menu.
Hey,
and
avocado
we-
toast. Don't knock until you try it.
Mm-hmm. Then we
I
learned the
know you
rules on
haven't
how to
tried it.
pilot a ship. And then we chased after Zambria in our boat. And Elferi piloted every night. And our other crewmen piloted every day. And we got there.
We are chasing
And
after Zambria, we believe.
Right.
And
Or
we
the
have-
shapeshifter formerly known as Zambria.
or possibly something else. We know we're following the trail. Evidence points towards the trail is being left by the person that we know as Zambria, but we don't know that for sure. We haven't actually seen the trail on her. We just know that the trail is from the same amount of time and that it went to her apartment.
And now we see 3 ships.
Yes.
We
Now see
are approaching the
three
temple,
ships.
correct?
This is where the coordinates of the temple, or that you saw in the other temple, and that you saw on Cassius Bergeron's desk led to.
Mhm. Okay, that's what I thought. So we're here.
Yeah.
There's a Chrysalier Clipper, a Resewer Cutter. The one we were chasing was a Resewer Cutter, and a Bear Dow. And the Chrysalier Clipper has a lot of cannons, and it's bigger than ours. And maybe we want it, but we'll
Bold.
figure that out.
Maybe let's not cause an international incident.
They're mercenaries. Doesn't matter.
Oh, look, a battle map. Sure glad we don't have any cannons.
Yeah.
It's just a spatial representation.
Map.
Kind of
Uh-huh.
like it's not cheating, it's expedited something. I laughed my ass off when I read it earlier.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me find that real quick. Expedited non-linear problem solving.
Yes.
Where the fuck are we on this map? Oh, there we go.
Up at
You're
the
up
top.
there. So, as you recall, you see in the distance 2 smaller ships, we got cutter and clipper mixed up. A cutter and another small ship similar to your own, who are anchored near each other. And then a little further off to the west, you see a large, impressive clipper. The cutter has a flag of Reseur. The other ship with it has a flag of Bear. And the Clipper has a Chrysalier mercenary flag.
Do any of them appear to be engaging each other?
No, they seem to be holding steady.
Okay. Well, everything looks calm at the moment. We might as well approach the smaller ship. So, best as we get as close as we can before any kind of fight breaks out. The option boarding action.
Okay.
Oh yeah, what time of day is it?
Midday.
So I'm awake now? Because I worked through the night.
Yes.
I mean, if not, we'll wake you up. Right.
Okay.
Like, once we know that the goal is in sight, we don't need you fresh as a daisy for the night shift anymore anyway.
Yeah. We don't want to pull too close. It'll come off as aggressive, and we don't have the arsenal to even appear aggressive right now.
No, but we need to get within shouting sorry, accent. We need to get within shouting distance at least.
Agreed.
All right.
I kind of wish I brought Skyrite today. This is the one time I actually feel like that spell would have actually been useful.
No, wasn't it the spell that you were making fun of, saying it was completely useless?
Totally useless.
Man,
I mean,
But it's the only spell I can think of right now that would help, that I could do.
this spell has no uses. 20 sessions later. Fuck!
And I could have saved the day if only I'd taken Skyrite.
If only I had learned to write with fucking clouds so everybody could see it.
World War III occurred because of Skyrite.
there is a standard set of naval flag codes.
Okay, so
Oh,
semaphore
yeah.
is a thing.
I would know that.
Yeah. That's why
Yeah, I
I just told you
imagine-
that.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
Skyrite's not even useful for this.
Okay. Well, then we'll have someone who have somebody grab the flags and start doing semaphore. Let's signal to the smaller ships.
What? That we come in peace? Because we don't know that yet.
Let's ask what they're doing here.
Okay. I'll use the flags.
I always say come in peace.
What? Wait, we're asking what are they doing here?
I'm assuming that there's kind of standardized
Yeah.
flag
it's
signals
gonna-
for
we're
gonna say
simple
become in
messages
peace.
that are common. So you're not directly sending a message. It's more like
Non-aggression.
Yeah, parlay.
Yeah. Like,
Sure.
hey, we're here, want to talk.
sure.
Yes.
And the
You up?
hey, you up? The
Attention, my flag, answer me.
cutter responds, proceed, welcome.
Oh, the cutter does? That's good. What's the clipper doing?
It signals back, stay the fuck away.
We veer away from them and towards the little boats.
Okay.
Well, that's what we were planning on doing anyway.
Anyway.
We little boats stick together.
All right. We'll just
Oh,
speed this along.
And then I shoot it with my harpoon.
one question we didn't actually bring up last time. Are we flying proper flags? I assume we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it came with the, 4 people that were donated to us.
Oh, sure. You have a Resure flag if that's what you'd want to fly.
Yeah. I mean, the boat is registered, so we would have to have the flag.
All right. Are you coming about with the dagger or the La Inspiration?
Which one is flying the Resur flags?
Yeah,
The
we'll go
dagger.
with that one.
The dagger it
The
is.
dagger.
All right.
Right, dagger, the cutter.
Yes.
Now, all of your ships may look identical, but
At least we
Shut
have
up.
names on them.
They all look identical, but theirs have guns,
no, these
and
these don't have guns.
I don't believe you, but continue.
Okay.
They got the enhancement invisible cannons.
They have hidden guns.
Yeah.
The Clipper definitely has guns. You can see that clearly.
Okay, yeah. I mean, on a ship that big, if you don't have guns, that's more suspicious.
Fair.
On a ship that big, if you don't have guns, it's because you've hidden all of your guns and you're a pirate ship.
Okay, so we'll pull up to them.
Lower gangplank.
Yeah. Take permission to come aboard.
Permission granted. Comes a surly male voice.
Tip my hat to him. Walk across.
I believe Ilferi currently has the ritual up, right? One
Yeah.
of you did.
While we were sailing up, I can cast it.
Yeah, I remember one of you cast it yesterday, but I couldn't remember who.
I think I did.
Okay.
So if I didn't, I have 10 minutes while we're sailing up to them, and I cast it again.
Sure. As you walk across, you're greeted by a what's the word? He's a
Surly?
larger fellow. Seems a little seems a little loose on his feet right now, slurring a little bit.
Drunkard.
Welcome aboard. Name's Jack.
Hey, we got one of those too.
On campuses.
What a coincidence.
Hey?
Jack, meet Jack. Jack, Jack.
Welcome, Jack. Jack Glassmaker to ye.
Malone.
And as you glance about, the main cabin door swings open, and out steps a woman you recognize.
Is she giving off that evil aura?
Who said it was evil?
The dust of Apet.
A pet. You know. Okay, I guess it's not evil, but is she giving it off?
Zambria steps out and, upon seeing you, looks surprised. Why, constables, it's a pleasure to see you. I can't believe you come all this way. You found out about the seal then?
What
Among
about
other
the seal?
things,
We
we've
found a
been
lot
trying
of
to-
stuff out. In fact, we were invited to meet with you a few nights ago at your apartments, but you seem to have gotten lost all the way at sea, so we had to go find you.
Oh, I appreciate the concern. She does seem to glow with a significant amount of Apet energy.
I forgot what we're gonna ask her, because it's
Does
been 2 weeks.
does she seem to glow with being a duplicitous asshole?
Not particularly, no.
Did we find her body? Or was there just...
No.
No, it was just scattered papers and...
What caused you to rush out of Flint?
Well, I don't know if you'll believe me exactly, but I was accosted by some manner of creature in my apartments. I ran away and got a bit lost, found myself at the docks, and well, there's been a lot going on since you left.
No kidding.
Why don't you tell us about it?
If you wouldn't mind, could you step aboard our vessel, and we could ask you a few questions there?
Surely. That shouldn't be a problem. Better to talk in
Look,
private, I
logic.
suppose. As much as I
Yeah, we-
trust Captain Jack and his men.
Can I go ahead and roll insight on her?
Sure.
$17.
She seems sincere. She seems legitimately surprised to see you, but not, nervous about seeing you.
Okay.
God, I hope we don't have to kill her.
I
I'll stab her
mean-
in the face.
We don't have to. We could just let Ilferi die.
That's true.
I feel like there'd be more consequences than just that.
No.
James-
But also, Rude.
Nobody
James,
nobody told
look
you
at
had to
this
kill
way.
him. Or had to kill her.
You're not losing this character. You're gaining a new one. You can be
Yeah.
Zambria.
I don't wanna.
You could be the cute redhead you've always wanted to be.
I want to be the cute bird that I am.
All right.
Okay.
Look
so
at this
we
13 charisma. I'm fucking adorable.
We take Zambria to a private cab. Well, there's no cabins on Dow, but there's a
Poop
deck.
We throw
We
up
go
a
below
tent.
deck, I guess.
Sure.
Or we can
Um,
send everyone else below deck.
We'll just.
There's enough room, right?
Well, there's not really much of a below deck on Dow. There's just kind of a cargo hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a very small boat.
This might as well
Yeah.
be a big canoe.
Kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of a big canoe with a sail on it.
Yeah.
This is not. This is objectively not a ship.
This is a boat.
But one way or another, we find a bit of privacy. Zambria, are you? Do you have any relation to the Lady Inspectress Margaret Saxby?
No, I don't believe I've ever made her acquaintance.
Have you ever been to, and then I rattle off Saxby's address?
No, I had no reason to be there.
I mean, we know that her trail went there, so it can be reasonably assumed that she is not telling the truth, but does she seem to believe that she's lying?
I'll roll insight on that too. I got a 21, yeah.
She seems to believe what she is saying, at the very least. She seems sincere.
You mentioned that some manner of creature accosted you.
Indeed.
Can you describe the creature?
It's like when I was back at the temple. Everything's a little blurry, but I recall something of I remember tendrils and glowing eyes reaching for me. I panicked, and like I said, I ran madly, and by the time I came to my senses, I was at the docks. And that combined with, well, what I'd heard from Cassius, just convinced me that I needed to come here.
When's the last time you talked to Cassius?
Oh, must have been just a day or two before I left.
Am I missing something? Who's Cassius?
Cassius Bergeron.
I thought it was Caius.
Sorry. You're right. I was just
Okay.
saying it wrong.
Cool. Hmm.
Unless, I don't know. I don't know how tieflings make their words.
I'm just going to assume that the fantasy language was appropriately romanized.
I mean, you put more thought into that than Max Landis put into Bright.
So, you wound up at the docks and decided to hire a ship at that very moment and take off.
Well,
That's
yes.
what I'm curious
I...
about.
Did I... Sorry, my memory's still a little scrambled. Did I tell you what happened with Caius?
No?
I'm so sorry. It's been quite the last few days. I only just arrived here late last night, and I'm still trying to catch up with what's happening out there. I had learned from Caius that that another seal had been discovered, and urged him to reconsider sending a team to investigate. But he wouldn't have it. It was later that night that I was attacked by the beast.
And he told you this was the location of the seal?
Indeed.
What day was that?
Oh, I believe the 6th.
What day is it?
It's the 15th, and he died on the 7th, I believe. I'm just double checking my notes.
How long have you been here at this location?
Just since last night.
Yeah, we made really good time.
Are you holding at this location, or?
Well, yes, that's the trouble right now, isn't it? I suppose you've seen our larger friend out there.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't really expecting to have to fight my way to the temple, but at this point I don't know how to get past the Dracon de Mer.
I take it that they are closer over top of it than you are here.
Indeed, and they're the ones with the men to excavate the seal, and I'm very troubled about what would happen if they managed to pull that seal off after what happened to my men at the temple in the swamp.
I do feel the need to point out that they are also the ones with the cannons.
I'm very much so aware of that.
Caius told you...
They also have seems to have a druid on retainer that specializes in sharks and octopi.
Fun stuff.
Or octopuses.
Octipodes.
Really?
Yep.
And
So they like
an argument
them,
can be made that it's
or-
actually Greek, and so the
Sure.
proper would be Octipodes. So I just like to throw it out there.
do they like summon these animals, or do they turn into those animals, or do they talk with those animals?
I don't know the specific mechanics of it. All I know is, from what I've heard of Paco, is that his attempts have been thwarted by anyone going overboard to encounter such beasts.
Might need to learn something like that, but I guess it's not super important. I think we're after something that might be chasing you.
Real quick, before we get to that, you spoke to Caius on the 6th. He told you there was a seal here?
Yes, that's
Like,
right.
he gave you the coordinates?
Yes, after weeks of failed attempts to get hold of him, I finally tracked him down to his inn and was able to have a brief audience with him where he let slip about this location, and I didn't know exactly what I was looking for, but I knew the general location, and by the time I got down here, I was able to spot the L'Inspección.
So they
When-
arrived here before you did?
Oh yes, they were the ones that actually had led the initial excavation of the temple and were under contract by Caius up until he brought in his tougher mercenaries to finish off the project. That's what's got Paco in such a twist.
Paco being your...
Oh, sorry. Paco is the other archaeologist on the Inspecion. It seems Caius hired him to carry out a similar task that I was hired to carry out in the swamps.
And you said that Caius also hired those mercenaries over on the Clipper.
So it would seem.
Does Caius have a penchant for paying in advance?
What do you mean?
Well, it seems that Caius died the night after you left town.
She blinks in surprise. Oh my, that...
Did she leave on the 7th?
I thought you said she left on the 6th.
She spoke to him on the 6th.
Oh, I
Did you leave
misunderstood.
town?
I can't remember. It was the day after I spoke to him.
So you were attacked on the 7th, you left on the 7th.
That seems
He
right.
died on the 7th. So you were
Seems-
still
Well, I
in
assure
town when he
you,
died.
I know nothing about how he could have died.
Can you account for your whereabouts that day? You said that you were in your apartment, and the next thing you remember, you were at the docks. Do you have any recollection of where you went in between?
Not so much. My memories, have been very scattered ever since the opening the temple in the swamp. And I don't recall.
Well, that's not helpful.
If you didn't,
Sorry.
something has been following you, and did. And also might have accosted you.
Well, I was accosted by something, that's for sure.
I kinda... I don't... Do we want to talk about what happened at the temple? That's to the party.
No.
Not yet.
You
Okay,
actually made it there and back?
Yeah.
Barely.
You certainly did.
When did your memory issue start?
Around the time that we opened the seal.
I'm going to ask her in Ancient. I'm going to ask her, and did you see anything when you opened the seal? How does she respond? Because I just remembered that was our plan.
Yep.
Theodore was going to say something in Ancient.
That works. I can find her stat block anyway.
Oh, fuck. Stat block.
I mean, just because...
Oh, for languages.
Yeah.
I need to find her stat block to see how hard she murders you.
She
you just...
looked at you and you died.
This one just says death.
It,
I don't
it
know.
says if you ask her that question, not an ancient, just that question, you die.
She doesn't kill you. You just drop dead of a brain aneurysm. Completely random. Unrelated, even.
It's like they built a glitch into the game.
Built
It's not
a
a glitch, it's a feature. I mean, all glitches are built. Just not on purpose.
He is technically right.
I guess so. The best kind of right.
That's kind of yes.
Now I just want a game called Glitches and Liches. I don't know what it is yet, but I want it.
I think
I mean, I'm
that
into
just
it.
sounds like a lit RPG.
Yeah.
I mean,
she like starts to respond without thinking. Sorry, I don't even remember what the question you asked was.
Did you see anything come out of the seal?
Did you see anything when you opened the seal? But that was much less important than whether or not she responds.
Yeah.
She like starts to respond like there was some sort of image of beast eyes and then she like catches
And
herself
then we stare at her.
and like she just like loses her train of thought for a moment. I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Was she speaking in ancient when she was responding, or
Yeah.
in... What were you saying just then? That gibberish?
That's... I don't remember. What was I saying?
You saw a creature?
We didn't
Well-
understand that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because she
shit.
responded in ancient.
Well,
Are-
you were saying a bunch of gibberish that he might be able to understand.
Zambria, are you aware that just a moment ago you were speaking in ancient?
No, I wasn't. That's another side effect ever since coming home from the dig. That occasionally, when I'm discussing with Professor Insert name here,
Weber?
that he said that I was speaking in a strange tongue.
Just randomly, and you don't remember doing it?
Yes, I apologize. I know I'm not very helpful, like you said.
Can I insight that? That's, like, super sus. That's a 13 insight.
Yeah, she seems sincere in what she's saying. Again, at the very least, she believes what she's telling you.
Okay, Zambria, real quick. So you're here because you wound up at the docks and you thought you should go to the seal. To what purpose?
Well, to try to stop them from opening it, obviously, there's...
Well, what
Nothing-
happens when it's open?
Well, at the very least, memory loss. But something happened when we opened the seal to Apat. All of my men died. And I feel like something worse. I can't let it continue to happen.
They all died, but you didn't. Do you have any idea why that might be?
Do you think there's any chance something could be, lack of a better word, hitching a ride on you? Possessing.
I can't say for certain. I know that I feel strange sometimes. I feel like I can't remember certain things, but oh, I feel like I need to go lie down.
Catherine's real upset she's not playing a cleric right now. She's throwing that out
So
there.
you just be like, "Be gone, thought!" And just yeet the demon out.
Yeah.
I'm with what they're saying. I think an extraplanar entity might be using you right now. I think
To what
some of
end?
it might have just slipped to open the seal or to get within range of the seal to open it.
Well, regardless, I don't want that seal opened. So, whether or not we can try to figure out that later, but Can you help me try to keep the seal from being open for now?
Maybe. Although I think we could use that to our advantage.
The seal being open?
No.
No.
The
A thing
hitching a
with
ride
her.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I think we shouldn't talk about that around you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So you go lay down, and we will be on this ship, talking, and figuring something out. We'll let you know if we come up with something.
Alright. Well... Thank you, constables, for coming to my aid.
Of course.
Yeah.
She walks back across to the La Inspection. Oh no, she went to the dagger. Sorry.
Dagger. Oh, hey. What's the connection to the other boat? Not the cutter, the dhow.
There's another gangplank there.
Well, I was
No.
asking her before she left.
Oh,
What's your connection to that one?
that's the other archaeologist. A goblin named Paco.
Aw,
Oh,
goblin.
okay.
Might want to meet
Goblin on a
make
boat.
his
Talk to
acquaintance.
Paco.
This goblin on a boat has it's a bad history in this campaign.
Yeah.
That's one time,
Real,
okay?
do you have a picture of this goblin?
Chris,
Wait,
100%
did
of
the
the
goblin
times,
live? But
100% of the times that we've met a goblin on a boat.
He lost his legs.
He lost
He
his
did
legs.
die.
He was the only one that lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had to cut his legs off.
Rude.
Rude or dead.
You
but,
made him
I mean,
shorter.
his name was Burton. Goblin spy.
His name was Burton.
His name was Burton.
His
He
name
had
was
no
Burton.
fins.
His name was Burton Paulson.
We amputate Burton's leg and get him to the ship. Oh, leg, singular. He still has one.
Yeah, see?
Now he's got a peg leg like a
He
proper
could be a good pirate.
Also, I
Changed his
fix
name to
that next
Paco
level.
and is now there on the other ship now.
next level, I can make artificial limbs.
Oh.
Neat.
Alright, so she's heading back to the ship?
Yep.
Okay, I understand the request that the King of Rot made. It, like, just clicked. The mortal trap wasn't a trap for mortals, it was a trap made by mortals to trap the beasts that we've been fighting.
Yeah.
And the intelligent one has latched onto Zambria, and I think maybe we can, like, lure it out by bringing it to the seal and then kill it.
Yeah, that's...
Sounds risky.
It is risky. It's really risky.
Real quick,
Or,
are you looking at the words of the King of Rot now?
yes.
Okay. Cool.
Why?
Nobody ever said anything about killing.
Kill it, and it will rot. Send it home, and it will disappear. Either, and I shall be appeased.
It definitely talks about
It
killing.
definitely says
Okay.
kill it.
Yeah.
It literally
It's
says
not
kill
the-
it right there.
It's not the only
It's-
option, is all I was trying to...
It says right here, kill it. So the idea that no one said anything about killing
Okay,
seems kind of
nobody
far-fetched to
said
me.
killing it was the only option. There you go.
Sure.
All right, I
Yeah,
don't
fair
have a
enough.
banishment spell.
I don't really
so-
know how to send things back home to another plane,
I'm just saying.
so...
I'm just
Yeah, I
saying.
can't do that yet.
Also,
Mina
is there
can't
a
do
reason?
that ever.
Actually, Mina
Do
can
we have
do
a
that.
reason that we don't want to kill it?
Maybe we'll find a reason once we talk to it.
Maybe, but at the moment,
At the
I'm
moment,
kind
it's
of-
killing people and eating their brains, I
Yeah.
think.
probably, and it's definitely like of the same oeuvre as the mind-eating donut, and I'm not a fan of anything in that zone.
Yeah.
TBH.
The mind-eating donut zone.
But before we can do any of that, we need to deal with the bigger ship problem. if we can talk to them, we might be able to get them to just leave. Their paycheck just died.
It's true.
Mercenaries don't tend to stick around when there's no money to be made.
That's true.
See.
Do we have like a little like dinghy? Do any of these 3 ships have like a little dinghy type thing?
I mean, probably the other 2 do, but we
yeah,
don't.
we didn't.
I was gonna say you guys don't, but
Right.
Yeah, because we don't have enough money to make a seaworthy vessel.
Yeah. Fair.
It
Okay.
floats. It sails.
So
That's not the same as seaworthy.
how about
Driftwood
we?
also floats.
But Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't. All right. So how
Like, there's a
about
little
we
door.
talk? How about we talk to Paco and then we maybe borrow a dinghy and see if we can get some mercs to fuck off.
Sounds
Yeah,
like-
I'm sure they won't be openly hostile with us.
Well, they may be, but if we're riding up in a dinghy, they'll probably be less likely to blow us out of the water because we clearly don't have any guns.
Oh, no,
Except for my
there
gun.
wasn't any sarcasm there. If we're coming up in a dinghy, I doubt they'll be openly hostile with us.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired. Everything is sarcasm to me.
It is also hard to say. Mercenaries, not known for their politeness.
I could be a shark or an octopus.
Yeah, but then you risk being drowned and or killed by their sharks or octopi activity.
The guy has an affinity for them. Maybe he would like that I am a shark and or octopus.
Good luck.
Maybe. Well,
It's
we'll
an
see.
option.
Step 1, talk to Paco.
Step 1.
So I think that- I mean, it seems like the most logical thing to do is to just walk across the dagger.
all right, cool.
So ask Captain Jack for permission to walk across.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Permission to board. Permission to disembark. Okay, bye.
Permission to disembark, get on the gangplank, and turn to the next boat. Permission to board.
Permission granted. Comes the voice of an orcish fellow.
Imagine if they said no, we'd be stuck on that gangplank forever.
Oh, fuck.
We're here to see Paco.
Captain Diego Della Rosa at your service.
Wow, Diego De La Rosa?
Indeed.
I'm surprised I caught that, because my brain didn't process it, but apparently it did.
Mine didn't.
Captain Theodore Demia Ilyich.
Tips his hat.
Ilferi. That's all you need to know.
Jack Malone.
Nods. Nods.
Jeremina Peacekeeper.
Nods.
Right.
You're
So
welcome
where's
on my
Paco?
ship.
Thank you very much. Do you know anything about that other ship, by the way?
The big one, not the little one.
It's been a thorn in my side for the last few days.
Do
When
you
did-
have a good way of sending him messages other than, the standard flag stuff?
Not reliably, no. Anytime we try to get close, they start firing warning shots.
When did you guys get here?
Well, we've been here for weeks, months even.
On this spot in the middle of the ocean?
Indeed, we are not far. He gestures toward the other ship from the sunken temple, as we've come to call it.
No, the temple's underwater?
Yeah.
God, I don't want to do the Sunken Temple again, Chris. It sucks. Gotta do that fucking stuff in the hinterlands first. The layout is terrible. God damn it.
I'm pretty sure I still have a potion of water breathing that I did not use the very first time we played this.
If you want to know more about the temple, though, I suggest you talk to my colleague. He gestures over to a goblinoid fellow. I am the
Dr.
captain of
Paco,
the
I
ship.
presume.
Aye, that's me. Dr. Paco de los Laos.
De los Leos?
De los Loros.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We understand that you were hired by a Caius Bergeron.
He spits on the ground. Indeed I was.
He's dead, so at least there's that.
He
You
spits
seem
twice.
to not like him.
Good riddance. He
Uh,
promised
so
I would be
why-
the first Baron archaeologist to unearth ancient ruins. Which is a very significant, as we've Barons trace our roots to those of the ancients. And it
Yeah, that's right.
hasn't been... It's just not right that other discoveries in the past have been claimed by Dinar this and Monsieur that.
I can understand why you're upset. Why'd you accept the job in the first place and not just do it yourself?
Well, I needed the funds, the men, the equipment. An archaeologist
ship?
is nothing without a... What's the word?
Benefactor,
Yes. Money.
patron, patron. So,
What
Bergeron's
makes-
dead. You don't give a shit about that. You've been here for weeks. When did you leave to get here?
Goes back to timeline.
Yeah, right.
Also, and also from where? Did you leave from Bear, or did you meet Bergeron in Flint?
Bergeron came to meet me in Ciabroja. We had several meetings, arrangements where we discussed funding, equipment needs, that sort of thing. What we would need for such an expedition. Expedition. This would have been. We've been working here since midsummer. It was arduous work. We basically had to just when we found the temple, it was no more than a pile of rubble, and we had to arduously remove and excavate what lay beneath over the last few weeks. And it was only about a week ago that maybe a little over a week ago that that these men showed up and claimed to be taking over the entire expedition. Just as I had uncovered the seal that Caius had told me to watch out for.
Isn't the temple underwater?
Yeah.
How are you excavating it?
That is one of well, I didn't invent them, but this is one of the first real-world applications, I'd say, of the diving lanterns. And he gestures over.
It's gonna be a fantasy diving bell, isn't it?
Kinda, I guess.
Diving lantern.
He gestures over to one end of the ship. There's like a stack of like 3 of these. They appear to be maybe about 5 feet tall and have like a crystal lantern sitting on the top of the pole, and then have like a like a sturdy base. Kind of looks almost like a hat rack.
Does
Is
it
there a picture of
produce
it?
some sort of arcane field to absorb the water around it and leave a bubble of breathable air underneath the surface?
And deter predators.
Theodore briefly thinks about how great these would be as a smuggling device, and then abjures the thought.
Unfortunately, they're a little sensitive. They have to be calibrated specifically for depth, ocean temperature, currents, that sort of thing. But
Can someone
for a
get
stationary expedition such as this, very useful.
Can someone get out of the bubble, like, while it's going down?
I don't understand.
It makes a bubble, right? So,
Indeed.
like, could you get out of that bubble and into the water if you so chose? Without it disrupting anything?
Indeed.
Theodore is going to examine the magical device. He's distracted.
Okay.
Could you describe the people that say that this is their thing now? Their expedition? Like, what are they like? Other than a side.
They have Chrysaliri accents, and
They do. Captain is Bernardo Molinelli. Molinelli.
Minestrone!
Spaghetti!
Molinelli.
Sorry, what was the first name?
Bernardo.
Bernard.
Well, Kaya saw it fit only equip me with scholars and a little more than a dinghy. No offense, Dolorosa. He grunts back. He just sent a fully equipped and ready for combat mercenary crew out to finish my life's work.
So this was sent by Bergeron? Or at least they say they were?
Yes, and they had the proper permits and seals and of verification, and I even was able to contact Bergeron directly with the scrolls of sending to confirm that this was indeed his men.
When did you contact him with that?
Well, must have been a little over a week ago when they showed up.
Is that the 7th? If you tell me the 7th, there's gonna be a problem. Not with you, but like it causes a problem.
He starts counting fingers. Aye.
It's the 7th? Well, that could have been faked. He's dead on the 7th.
or it
He
could have
died
happened
on the
before
7th.
he
It could have
died.
happened right before.
Yeah, it could have happened before. It could have happened after. It really throws some deniability in there. Or not deniability.
The sending
I'm scared to
scrolls.
go.
The sending scrolls he uses are verified, so I'm fairly certain I was talking with him. But, of course, the men had to have been dispatched well before such a date and time.
Yeah.
But like, what if it went to his brain that someone else was using?
Oh shit!
Because
Yeah,
like,
Squints at you like you're a madman.
there's this serial killer going around stealing people's brains, and Bergeron's brain was stolen.
Sorry, who did
So-
you say you were again?
Constables of the Royal Homeland Constabulary. I promise you, I'm not lying about any of this.
I pull out the
Stranger
badge.
things have happened, I suppose.
Sometimes our job requires some lateral thinking.
And I suppose you're here to take away my great discovery as well.
No, actually, we want to keep it nice and sealed up, never to be released, because that'd be bad.
Think of it like a museum, on an extremely permanent basis.
A museum in the middle of the ocean. How am I supposed to become the world's first Baron archaeologist to uncover the wonders of the ancients when nobody can see it under the ocean.
You could do
Unfortunately,
tours in this
we've-
cool water thingy.
Unfortunately, we've found that the wonders of the ancients tend to come with a lot of
Blood.
death, madness.
Aliens
Acid.
from another plane.
You speak as if you have first-hand experience.
Yup.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, we do.
It hurt.
it killed me.
We found another one of those temples. All of the archaeologists, save one, motioning to the other boat, we found dead. They had
With,
strange
like,
tumors under their
Eyes all over
skin,
there. Yeah.
and they were dead, completely motionless, until a little while later when they got up, still dead.
Tried
It
to
killed
kill
me.
us.
I'd heard nearly as much from Zambria there. Between you and me, I don't think
Then-
she's all there.
Well, that's
That's
fair. She's
another
not, but we are.
Problem that we have.
And we can at least confirm that the other archaeologists working on the other temple, all very dead.
Exception dead.
And we're not entirely sure that she's not.
But don't worry about that. Let us worry about that.
I think she's alive. I think she's just taken hostage, maybe.
It's complicated, but you don't need to worry about that, and we really shouldn't be talking about this in front of civilians anyway.
Yeah. Well,
If someone wants to hijack your brain, just say no, by the way.
I'll remember that as long as I have the faculty to.
Good.
So, what's the next step? Can you help me to... Can you call in the Navy or something to take care of these men, get them away from here?
We're constables, not military. But I think we may have a way to convince them to leave. After all, as we mentioned before, Bergeron is dead. If they're mercenaries, we may have some leverage.
Unless they don't actually work for Bergeron and we're waiting for fraudulent
Well,
okay from
what-
Brain Thief.
good luck getting close enough to let them know that.
Hence the dinghy.
Oh, we've tried everything to get close to them. Anytime that anything... If we even, send someone overboard to start... We've tried stealth approaches and they, spot us and start firing in the water and has sent sharks and octopuses after us.
Yep. Well, someone's got to talk to him.
I can
Well,
do something tomorrow if what we try today doesn't work.
We'll have to find a way to send them a message.
Not using the clouds, because it's actually pretty useless. It's only 10 words. It's all in the sky for everyone to see. There's no way to respond.
You can't reply to this.
You cannot reply to this message. And honestly, that's all you can even say.
You get 3 more words. You can't reply to this message. There's only 7. So
I'm so
there's not
sorry.
enough room for "fuck you, Jeremy." You cannot reply to this message.
I say like, yeah, you cannot reply to this message. Suck a dick.
Right. So I guess we try to head over there.
Yeah. I can get out my big gun and shoot a warning shot.
I think that might get
Well,
a
the
shot with
opposite.
cannonballs.
I just mean, like, if they shoot at me first, I shoot right back.
I don't think that that's a good idea.
I know it's not a good idea, but they're pissing me off.
I could like send a tidal wave at them, but I
I
think that
feel
also will generate cannons at our faces.
Yes, I agree. I agree that you should not do that.
I could And this is a much more reasonable option. Have us pass without trace and swim to the boat.
Why don't we just
Maybe.
try approaching diplomatically first?
Sure. Or just, plan B, C, D, E. Plan, D or E is wait till tomorrow and then I send a little fish to send him a message.
Wait, so when do we shove it in?
What?
Never mind.
Plan D.
And then the fish swims up his ass.
I'll get the message across, I'm sure.
This spell is different than I remember.
Book of Erotic Fantasy. So, how do we proceed?
Get in a dinghy and row over. Not a dinghy, a rowboat. It's
Fly a flag of truce, diplomacy, and parley.
Okay. Whose rowboat are you using?
Do we have one?
We don't have one.
We don't
have to
have
be.
one.
It either has to be Paco's or Zambia's, or really Diego's or Jack's.
Can we borrow your rowboat? We couldn't afford one on such short notice.
So it can get blasted out of the water? Or I guess you would have to ask Dolorosa.
Diego.
So it can get blasted
Without
out of
a
the water?
deposit.
Not
deposit for it.
Can we fix that? If it gets broken, can you fix that, Theodore?
I mean, I could fix it, I think, but
You can't fix it
only
if
if I
you're dead.
could repair it. Yeah, and also I would have to be alive. And I could probably fix a boat if I had the parts, but I don't think I could fix it floating in the middle of the water.
I mean, we bring back what we can and fix it, right?
The captain just kind of raises an eye at you.
Listen, you spent a lot of time on boats. How many half of a boats did you see floating around?
One. I was on it, and I lived.
And how many boats have you built?
None.
Listen.
But, it's just a little rowboat. It can't be that complicated.
If it gets busted
Ilferi
all to hell,
not helping.
if it gets busted all to hell, the RHC will replace it.
Alright, give me
That too, I guess.
Diplomacy check.
I mean, we could probably afford to pay them for the rowboat.
5.
I'll also diplomatize.
I'm not convinced by you, but you make a persuasive argument.
Ah, so when the woman says it's a bad idea, but then the man says the same thing, and now suddenly...
It's
Hey,
an
take it
8,
up with
so
Jack.
yes, it is better.
I'm slightly more intrigued, but still not convinced.
Fair enough.
Alright, fine. I guess I'll just have to go be a shark or an octopus and just swim over there.
That doesn't help the rest of us.
No.
Birdie, shark,
Like,
No,
birdie,
but if
shark,
Ilferi can get over there and convince them to parlay, then we could pull alongside and explain to them that Caius is dead and they're not getting any money. I'm sure they'll take it well.
Oh man, actually Cloudright would have worked. Caius is dead. Get the fuck out of here.
We'll wait.
Or Caius is dead, parlay.
Caius
I
is
guess
dead.
that one works
no more
too.
pay. Parlay.
It's snowing on Mount Fuji.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Jeremy.
Alright, so I guess, I probably won't die, swimming over there as a shark.
Famous
Right.
last words.
Sharks have got 22. Sharks have more hit points than any other animal I can turn into. It's ridiculous.
Also, you already died once and it didn't take, so...
Yeah.
I'm basically immortal!
god, that's such a bad thing to say right before you go in the water.
I can't die.
I'm basically a god.
And I have proof, unlike that weird moonwalker.
Wait, is this all a dick measuring contest between you and Rock Rackus?
No! Don't like him.
I'm gonna go to the supermoon and get a gold made of platinum.
It'll be a bigger gun. It'll be a cannon. Shoulder-mounted cannon.
With blackjack and hookers.
I hate triggers, so it'll be a sling. But like a really fancy one.
It's a sling that fires cannonballs. They're
Yes.
also made of platinum.
Alright, so I'm gonna... Alright. Is this a bad idea? Should I not do it? Because I will try.
It's a terrible idea, but I'm not sure what other choice we have.
Alright, and that's... Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting right now,
I would
too.
rather do anything else than trust our diplomatic fates to Ilferi, but I don't see many other options.
You at least have a solid message, and you have the power of the truth on your side. So what I'm saying is, if you encounter resistance, come back quickly.
Yeah. And maybe don't get off the boat on the side they can see.
Right, yeah, I mean, I'll get on our boat and jump off on the other side. Let me just check. What is faster? Octopus or shark? Shark.
Sharktopus, obviously.
Can't. Octopus isn't a creature, although, I mean, like, Sharktopus would be...
It probably is in the Ravnica Planeswalker's Guide to Ravnica.
That would be CR 1/4, right? That's in between 0.5.
Yeah.
Totally.
By the way, I got the Mythic Odysseys of Theros book.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Empty.
Yeah, some nice art in there.
I'm looking up 5e Sharktopus.
I mean, it's got to exist.
Oh, it's CR3. Well, this one I'm looking at is CR3.
Yeah, I'm sure it's homebrew.
Yeah, it's homebrew. Alright. So... There's a couple spells I really wish I had right now. But, unfortunately, I was prepared to go into a temple and not parlay with pirates.
That'll keep you on your toes.
If it makes you feel better, I'm not really prepared to do either one. Also, we don't know that they're pirates. They could be regular mercenaries.
I'm using pirates as a colloquial term, not like actual yo-ho steal your booty pirates.
Aren't you actually yo-ho steal your booty pirates?
I'm reformed. I didn't really have a choice before either.
Just have
Okay.
to steal that booty.
Yeah, I mean, the booty's nice, but...
He grew up in a broken home. It's the only thing he knows.
All I know is the booty! Alright, so I jump in the water and turn into a shark and swim over.
Okay. And you're trying to do this sneakily?
Did you cast Pass Without Trace on yourself?
No,
Because I thought that
You're
was
right.
your
I'm gonna
plan.
cast Pass Without Trace on myself and then go over stealthily. Although I'm just... Actually, hold on. Before I jump in, actually. If I go over stealthily, and then I sneak on their boat, they will be very startled. And I think that might hurt our chances of talking with them. But, if I go stealthily, they might not shoot me.
Yep.
And if you don't go over stealthily, I don't think you're going to get close enough to give them a message.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Listen.
I will cast Pass Without Trace on myself, turn into a shark, and swim.
Okay.
Also,
Give-
intimidation tactic. If it works, we can get over there. And now they know it.
I'm a scary shark. Ah!
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Okay, that will be... Am I proficient in stealth as a shark? No. Okay.
Well, you're
So
past
that's-
it. You're. Are you going overboard as a shark?
No, I'm jumping in as... Like, I'm jumping
Okay.
overboard.
So give me a stealth check as you jump overboard.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Then... That is an 18.
Okay. And then you're swimming across. You have a swim speed, so I'm not going to make you have to do any athletics checks.
I see. I don't think that stealth check was against the boat, you guys.
What's my
I don't
stealth
either.
check against other sharks or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They have a druid that specializes in sharks and octopodes.
Yeah, but that's why I am a shark. I blend in.
All right. You can see some lights, especially in particular, like one very bright glowing light coming from the direction like directly below the ship, near where the anchor is weighed. Water's a little too murky to really be able to see anything clearly down that far.
I do have blind sight 30 feet as a shark.
As you approach the ship, I'm going to need another stealth check.
Okay, this one is worse. Well, worse bonus, because I'm a shark now. But it's a better roll. It is a 27.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm
That is
plus
a
10
good
from
one.
Pass Without Trace.
Damn, yo.
Oh, right.
You have gotten to the hull of the ship.
Okay, you said there's a light from below.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to check that out first. So, like, I'm at the hull of the ship, but I want to check out that glowing light down there to see if, like, maybe they have the same device. Is there anything attached to the ship that goes down to that glowing light?
No, there's just an anchor is the only attachment
Okay.
you see.
Because I was thinking maybe it was the, like, air thingy that the goblin has.
That didn't need a... That was a standalone thing, right? Wasn't it?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it would have, like, a rope so you could, like, pull it back. Okay, so it might still be that thing. I feel like they'd be easier to talk to than, like, a ship with a bunch of people. I'm gonna go down to that water, the light down there.
Okay.
I went down, down, down to a burning ring of water. Wait.
You swim down, and you see a good bit of activity. There's a couple of like shipwrecks. There's a very bright glowing orb of some sort. And you see kind of what looks like the outline of a building that was once here. And you see a cruise of men working within pockets of air, hauling rubble off of something in the center of this one-time building.
Okay, I'm gonna swim up to one of those groups of people.
Before you get too close, you spot a pair of sharks and a humanoid figure swimming right towards you.
Man, I can't pretend to be a shark. I'm not good at that, apparently.
Shark. I'm
Shark,
a
shark, shark.
Do your shark dance!
Birdie shark doo 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 doo, birdie shark doo 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 doo, birdie shark.
I'm gonna assume that since he can control sharks, that he can talk to sharks. So I will swim to him in a non-hostile shark-like manner. Whatever that is.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me. Does he appear to be hostile and like ready to attack me?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
He has a harpoon, or a what does he have?
Harpoon gun.
I think he has
Got
like
harpoon in one hand, harpoon gun in the other.
A platinum harpoon cannon.
I think he has a trident, actually.
I was like, gun? Druids don't use guns? What is this man?
I never said gun.
Yeah, well, they said gun. That's why I was surprised.
He's a better druid.
He has a trident. He is swimming right towards you with aggressive intent. There are two octopus also, like, in his wake.
You can see the stab in his eyes.
How fast is he approaching me?
The sharks are swimming. They've got a move speed of 40.
Okay. So do I.
He's a little bit behind.
Alright, then my plan is to move as fast as I can towards one of those bubbles with the workers.
Okay.
How far away are they?
I guess we're going to initiative.
Oh.
Ooh, buddy.
I mean,
How far away are they, though? Like, I can't really get away either way, right?
you can try swimming the other way.
Wait. Oh, is he... Okay, I thought he was swimming from the ship towards the bubble, like he was behind me.
No, he
Or
was
is he
down.
swimming from the bubble
He's swimming
towards me?
Yeah, he's swimming from the dig site up towards you.
Okay, that was my misunderstanding. I was assuming he was trying to catch up to me on
No.
my way to the bubble.
He is swimming towards you from the bubble. Or from the area of work. The bubbles are small. There's several small bubbles. They're like
Right.
15 feet in diameter.
I'm saying the bubble as in the one I was approaching, anyways. Fuck. That's annoying. I guess I swim away?
Okay.
But if I swim towards his boat, he's gonna chase me too. So I guess I'll just swim away until he's out of sight. Like, until I'm fairly confident that he can't see me.
Okay. Are you heading just like back towards your boat?
No, just kind of laterally. Like, not towards my boat or their boat.
Okay. The sharks are gonna keep pursuing, and you see him head up towards the Ildracan de Mer.
If I head back towards the boat, then they'll know that another boarding party is trying to happen. Also, how did he know I'm not a shark?
Because he
Because you
couldn't.
turned around and left.
Because you aren't a shark. Like a druid
You
can
don't
tell what a
talk
druid is, a druid, and when they're an animal.
I can't. At least I haven't noticed that I can.
Pretty sure you would be able to. That's kind of
I
something
mean,
I'd always.
have you
I've no-
seen any transformed druids?
I'm not
this
sure.
campaign?
Oh, in this campaign, no, not yet. I guess.
There you go.
But it's just the sharks following me. Can I kill two sharks? Probably
Shark
not.
on shark
because I can't.
violence.
They have pack tactics, and there's two of them.
Of course,
There's one
everything
of
in this
me.
campaign is pack tactics. Actually,
Well,
these
sharks are
don't.
just sharks. Oh, they don't?
Not these ones.
Huh. My shark does, or the shark that I am does.
Cool.
I just assumed that they were, but I don't have any allies, so I can't.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to get at.
What types of sharks are they? Are they like lemon sharks or?
They're
nurse
not reef sharks.
How much do you know about sharks?
I know a lot
Fairy.
about sharks.
Give me a
Plenty.
knowing about sharks check.
Okay, that's like nature, right? Or survival?
I think
Everything's nature. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely
Natural 20,
intelligence.
20, 30.
Okay. They appear to be hunter sharks.
Hunter sharks. Okay. Problem is, while I'm underwater, I can't cast spells because I have to speak. Actually, hold on. Do I have spells that don't require verbal?
Is this one of those
I
mistranslation
thought
things?
you just
like for a
couldn't cast
whale?
spells.
No, I don't think so.
I thought that was something we looked up previously. That you just are unable.
I feel like we did look it up before, but I don't remember what we found out.
You can cast a single spell while underwater, but then you immediately start drowning.
You can't
But-
cast spells, and your ability to speak or take any actions that requires hands is limited to the basic of your beast form.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about as a shark.
Oh,
I'm talking about be Ilfairy again and cast a spell.
I see.
Oh yeah, I totally thought you were talking about it as a shark too.
No, I know I can't cast as a shark. Like, I have to be level 19 for that ability.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Yes.
20. It's ridiculous. You can cast a single spell underwater, but afterwards you begin drowning as if you can't breathe underwater. But I do have a spell that has no verbal or material components. Actually, I have two. But I don't think I can kill two sharks.
I was gonna
With
say,
one
if it
stone?
doesn't have somatic components, can you wave your flippers?
Well, he still has to
No,
become
yeah.
a bird.
I
way.
know. You can use verbal components underwater, can't you?
That's the you can cast one spell and then you start drowning.
Well, yeah.
So you can do it once.
But I also
Oh.
I have Primal Savagery, which doesn't have a verbal component at all.
Nice.
But
Where do you
I
see
don't
that
think
part?
That is Twitter threat by Dan Dillon, who's one of
Oh,
the
okay.
designers.
Because on the underwater combat, it doesn't say anything about spells.
Fuck, I don't think I can kill two sharks. But I don't want to swim back to the boat because then they'll know that I came from the boat.
What a pickle.
Yeah. Can't believe I can't shake them either. My stealth was really high too.
I mean, you could try to shake them. Like, they have the same speed that you do. You could try to lose them.
Actually, you said he's heading back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try and head towards the bubble again. The bubbles.
Okay.
Perhaps I can get there before he does.
Sure.
So I'll give that a shot.
Okay. So you start swimming towards the excavation site. And it seems as if the men working there have stopped and are just like watching you approach.
Okay. I'm going to... They're not holding weapons. They're just workers, so they don't have, like, weapons, right?
No, they have weapons.
Oh.
Are they wielding the weapons?
Yeah, they've pulled out crossbows, short swords. One of them has a battle axe.
I want to get close enough and just, like... Okay, I'm gonna die again. But whatever, here I go. I'm gonna get close enough to one of the bubbles and then turn back into myself and just, like, have my hands up and hold my breath.
Okay.
like in a very obvious, I just want to talk, I mean no harm sort of way. I mean, I'd do it as a
Cool.
shark if I could, but I don't think that would come across very easily.
You get knocked over the head. So, the rest of the party.
I wasn't in the bubble. How'd I get knocked over the head?
Oh,
By a shirt?
No, I said I get close enough to them so they can see me, and then I, like, hold my hands up.
okay. So as they start shooting crossbows at you, how do you react? You want me to have you roll initiative, or...
No, I didn't think that the crossbows would be able to go into the water very easily. That's why I was, like... It's just impossible. Like, I thought shooting crossbows into water actually had
A ranged
like, a
weapon
huge
attack
penalty.
automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. So you can't use long range. But you can use normal range. So, unless you go... range of crossbow out. Which maybe
I'm not sure they'd be able to see you that far out, because you said the
100
water
feet.
was murky, right?
Yeah, normal range of a crossbow is 100 feet.
Okay, then I guess I wouldn't do that. Fuck it, I just swim back to the boat. My idea is impossible. Never mind. Like, there's literally nothing I can do right now, so
Okay.
I go back.
As you start to head back, they do loose a couple crossbow bolts after you. You're able to dodge the sharks, but once they see that you're swimming back, they don't pursue. You start to hear bells ringing from the ship above you. Oops. But there's no further pursuit other than the sharks
Alright.
making sure that you head back where you came.
I made an improper assumption and thought that the druid was on the boat and not near the bubbles. And also assumed that they were just manual laborers and not weapon-wielding fiends
So you got
that
some
also lick
information.
rocks.
I mean,
I
you
guess.
can give anybody a crossbow.
Weapon wielding
Right,
fiends.
but like,
Oh yeah, there was at least one tiefling there. Speaking of fiends.
I assumed that laborers would not be like, let's fucking kill him! And they'd be more like, I hope this guy that's a shark doesn't come and attack us.
Who said they were
Laborers.
laborers?
You did. They were laboring. Alright, so I head back to the boat, defeated and sad that
Alright.
my clever idea didn't work. It was super clever.
It
Well-
sure would have been clever if anyone had been willing to speak with you.
Yeah, that's why I needed to, you know.
I mean, it really seems like you want us to steal this boat.
yeah, seriously. Like, I
You
am
want
trying
us to steal this boat.
I
I'm
never
trying
said
to
anything about
peacefully
stealing them.
commune with them,
And,
and they're
you want
like,
us to murder
kill 'em.
everyone on this boat and then take it for ourselves. Seems to be what you, Chris, desire.
All that I've implied is that nobody wants to talk right now.
Nobody wants to talk right now. You cut off our money so that we can't afford a big boat. You put a boat full of people that we want to kill in front of us that's literally in our way, preventing us from going to the place we have to go to advance the story. It really does seem like you want us to murder these people and take the boat.
all right, everyone, strap
I've-
up. We're gonna kill
I have
everyone
no
on
idea
that.
what you're talking about. Is there another boat here?
What?
What other boat?
Huh?
I'm just fucking around.
Oh, I didn't hear. You
I
cut
thought
out.
things
so
were
I
really
might-
going to get interesting for a second.
Huh?
I thought things were getting really interesting for a second.
Oh.
The other
You're
boat
actually in a
disappeared.
desert.
Oh shit!
Oh, wait,
Second
I know
boat.
this one. I hit the time crystal and then it turns back into an ocean
There you
and
go.
bubble around us.
Right. So
The
they were
ferry
unwilling
returns.
to talk.
I take it you got discovered.
Yeah, I thought that the druid that's controlling sharks and stuff would be on the boat, but he's actually down underwater with the people that are laborers that also have weapons and are willing to shoot sharks on sight.
You expected the druid who specializes in sharks and octopodes to not be in the water?
Yes, because I can't cast spells when I'm in the water. Because I can't breathe, but
Can
maybe
he
he's
breathe
just
under
better
the
than
water?
me.
Maybe he had the potion of water breathing.
Maybe. Anyways, he was down there. I was hoping that I'd be able to talk to a laborer and let them know that, hey, we don't mean any harm. I just want to talk. But they also shot at me with crossbow bolts. So everyone's hostile, and I think they should all be, put in their place.
Well, it does seem that Bergeron instructed them to expect trouble.
Why would Bergeron?
What?
Hire 3 different people. They're all hostile to each other.
Well, 2 different people. He
2
didn't
different
hire.
factions, I suppose.
Two factions that are hostile to each other.
Well,
Because I think Brain Thief faked these guys here.
I don't think so. I think because Bergeron did this with Zambria too. He sent in a team of archaeologists who knew what they were doing to figure out the layout, and then he sent in this team of specialists to finish the job and make sure he got it all for himself.
Yeah.
I think he's doing the same thing here. It's the same hustle, just a little bit bigger this time.
It's too bad I don't have any more of those scrolls. Although, I do actually want this boat, so...
Asshole.
Look out, you dick.
Lemmy's being a dick, everybody.
What else
Well,
is new?
If they're determined to fight, we may need to fight, but that presents an issue.
They have cannons,
issue-
we don't.
How many of them? Also, we don't know their numbers.
We know the number of cannons they have, and it's much bigger than the number of boats we have.
Yeah.
How far apart are we from the other?
So speaking of much bigger, how many cannons can we actually see? Because if they have a battery, it could be a lot.
I believe
The Clipper would not normally have a battery, but I trust nothing in this game.
armed with a gunnery deck of 12 cannons.
Woo! Okay.
Okay, so we can see 6 on the side facing us, I assume. So yeah, they have more cannons than we have boats. So even if we tried to rush them, it's possible, but it doesn't look good. And that would just get us on the boat. It wouldn't actually get us anywhere advantageous.
Yeah.
We literally have no other way to contact these people.
I can send them a little fish messenger tomorrow.
Yeah, but tomorrow you could also write them a big ass sky message that says your boss is dead.
Sure, I can do both. Although that sky message is stupid.
Yeah.
He just doesn't want to do it because he hates the spell.
I'm not fighting that. I'm just saying you have tons of options tomorrow. I'm not
Right.
sure I'm willing to wait 12 hours. Minimum. It's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be like 18.
So you said the druid spotted you, right?
Yes.
And the druid was down by the dig site?
Yes.
Okay, so the good news is they haven't put the boat on alert yet.
Well, the bells on the boat started ringing, actually, as he was heading back. I
Oh,
thought I
okay,
mentioned that.
we heard the bells.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah. Well, then never mind. Zador doesn't say that.
So if they're already alerted, what if we just get in the fucking dinghy, show we're not bringing all 3 boats, just a tiny dinghy?
They've apparently been firing cannons on little rowboats too, though. I mean, I'm willing to try, but
I'm not sure either of the captains is willing to try, though we haven't asked Jack yet.
I don't want to wait till tomorrow.
We can at least ask Jack if he's willing to
Yeah.
let us borrow his boat to know our options.
how far away is that boat?
Hey! Wait, real quick. I just had an idea. It's a terrible idea, but I just had an idea.
Whew. Alright. Very far. Because these are, like, 15-foot hexes or something, right?
25.
25.
Hey, so real quick, where were the bubbles down below?
At the dig site, like, directly below the ship.
Directly below the ship, so it's at least 1,000 feet away. All right. I might do that when I can just look at. 40 feet.
Oh. Iltheri, about how deep down is it? I'm not sure how that helps us, but it's good to know.
Yeah.
I don't know. How much? How deep was it?
I was actually just looking for that because I knew you guys were about to ask.
Because we're looking for anything that's gonna help us right now.
Keep looking. But don't know.
Yep.
yet. I don't even know.
200 leagues.
20,000 leagues.
Oh fuck, it's deep.
We all die of
Yeah.
pressure.
I actually didn't realize until just recently somebody was talking about that. I didn't realize that the 20,000 leagues under the sea is 20,000 leagues traveled under the sea, not 20,000 leagues deep under the sea.
Yeah.
Oh,
Never thought of that either.
TIL. I've never read it, so.
Oh, it's a pretty good book. I mean, of its time.
Hey, Paco. When you
Hi.
get a chance, tell me about these lanterns.
They were invented by one of the colleagues at my university in Silvergia. They're pretty handy with limited application.
Yeah. How sturdy are they?
Iron. About as sturdy as a bar of iron.
Sure. Where's the enchantment housed? Within the lantern itself?
Aye.
So if the lantern were to shatter,
I would be sad, but the bubble would collapse.
okay.
Good to know.
How many do you have on board here?
Oh, these are expended or being repaired.
Okay. How long does one last?
Indefinitely.
Okay, so how is it expended?
I meant
Changing
to say
depth?
that. Yes, these ones are not calibrated for this depth of water. They sustained minor damages over the course of the dig, that sort of thing.
Damage and shipping.
We have some on back in town name Pesarillo,
Oh right.
along with some more of my men, but There's only so many that can fit aboard a ship such as this.
Yeah, fair.
Any cannons back in Pesorio?
Unfortunately not. This was an academic voyage. We did not anticipate any sort of, hostilities. The Baron Navy patrols for any sort of pirating, but, we've already sent pleas to them and they have decided not to get involved with this sort of incident. International disputes and that, things of that like.
So, Ilferi, you said the guys down there had heavy crossbows?
Yeah. And axes and stuff.
Yeah, the axes I'm not worried about. It's just the range. Do we have access to any heavy crossbows? Does anybody have one on board, or do any of us have one?
I don't have one.
Nope.
No, not a chance.
Okay, fair.
We'll say one of the crew that you had a personal crossbow.
Okay.
One of the men
Here's
you
the
brought on.
thing. If we can get within 100 feet, they can shoot at us, but we can also shoot at the lanterns, which would pop their bubbles.
True.
Then they would have to talk to us. At the very least, it stops them from doing whatever they're doing and gives us, overnight.
It's a.
I said it was
it's a
bad.
good point. But how are we going to? You're the only one who's got the chance of making that shot. How are we going to get you down there?
I have a potion of water breathing left over from the last time we were on the water.
Let me say that again. How are we going to get you down there without you getting eaten by sharks?
Sure. I can still... Yeah.
I can be a shark and protect her.
It's a possibility.
I have pack tactics while I'm a shark, as long as she stays near me. I'm better at eating stuff.
I have... Zeodor pulls out another potion. I have one of the potions from Axis Island, too.
You do.
Jack could take it.
I really
Yeah?
had no idea this temple was underwater, otherwise I could have definitely prepared some water breathing.
I think Jack would probably be more used down there than I would be.
I told you
Yeah,
the coordinates were off the coast of
Yeah.
Bear several
Yeah.
times.
Yes,
Somehow
but
that didn't
I
sink in.
specifically asked you if it was in the water, and you said no.
I don't think I would have said no to that.
You did. I checked it when I watched back the recording, too.
Did I? Then I must have
Maybe you're referring
misunderstood
to
you.
the map that we were looking at and not real life.
I mean, I assume you misunderstood, but I did ask you if it was in the water, and you said no.
Was that when you were looking at the map in the temple, or in the map
Yes.
in... Okay. So that coastline is slightly different than the modern coastline.
Okay.
No, I like legitimately think he mentioned that
He
the
mentioned that the
coastlines were
coastline
different.
was different, but I was asking. Okay, I guess I did not make it clear. I meant, is it in the water? Are those coordinates in the water now? Not were they in the water back whenever the map was made?
Well, you didn't know the coordinates back then. You found out the coordinates once you found Bergeron's body.
I thought that's okay. So then
But
what did the
we
map
did-
in the temple tell us?
It was
I thought that told us where it was.
right, but the map there was dated. And then you saw the modern. You didn't have coordinates from that map. You just had a rough area on an old map, and then when you went to Bergeron's office, you got the specific coordinates on a modern map.
Okay, so we didn't need to. So the thing in the temple didn't help us in any way.
Not really. It was just a bit of flavor.
Oh. Okay.
Or,
Alright.
you know.
It gave us the idea that
You
there
could
was
have
another
found
temple.
this place if you hadn't gone to Bergeron's office, just from, you know, what you had seen
Okay, I mean, the
there.
way that you're making it sound is that when we went to the temple, we found this thing and it said, there's a thing somewhere, vaguely somewhere, but you can't translate this old map onto a new map, so there's no way of finding it. Because if we could, like, if we could tell where it was, then we could tell where it was. If we couldn't tell where it was, then we couldn't tell where it was. And I'm confused how it's both.
If you could have probably figured it out from just that information if you had sat down with a modern map and charted it out and, you know, done some research on it.
Either way, it doesn't really fix the problem that I don't have the spell prepared because I personally, James, didn't realize it was underwater, given the information. Oh, or I
Sorry
didn't
that-
remember the information properly.
And
Either way, I don't have it
miscommunicated.
prepared. That's the important part.
Jack, what's your
I could have
first
sworn when you looked at the
90
map
feet.
and
Oh,
the office,
firebolt
I'd said that
gone.
it was there was a point marked on the map off the coast of Bear.
You also said off the coast of Bear when we were looking at the map in the temple. That's why I asked if it was in the water.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Can my firebolt go through water?
Yes, but you would know that any creature has is it resistance or immunity to fire damage while underwater.
We're not worried about things that are in the water.
Creatures
Yeah,
and objects
creatures-
fully immersed
yeah.
in water have resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the same spellcasting restrictions that James mentioned earlier.
But
Right.
if he has water breathing, it's not the same. Like, he'd be fine.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because it was just you start drowning if you cast a spell, but if you can breathe it, then you're fine.
Okay.
Can we wait like an hour and then go?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think an hour's gonna kill us. What do you need an hour for?
Just to have a second wild shape, just in case I get reverted and
Fair.
then can't breathe underwater.
Yeah, fair.
Okay, so you guys are taking a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My longest underwater range is only 40. So... I can go with you and try to hold off sharks, but that's about all I can do.
So what do you want me to shoot?
The lantern
guys?
and
The
pop
lantern?
their bubble.
Okay.
If we can pop their bubble, they can't keep working.
Also, you might kill a lot of them. That might
I-
kill.
Listen, right now, they've done nothing but, like, be aggressive. And so
Yeah,
if they're
no,
gonna be aggressive, we're aggressive back.
Be aggressive. Passive.
That is my next bard, by the way. I am going to play a cheerleader bard.
That's pretty
Sure.
funny.
Yeah.
Soon, someday in the future.
Okay, so we take a short rest. I have that. Yeah, I have my wild shape back, so I think I'm good. Hold on. I think I can do that just as a, yeah, just regular bonus. I will keep my Sky Seer's blessing for Jack or Mina, whoever's going to take the shot.
Jack.
I mean, we know there are multiple bubbles. You could both be taking shots because you've got the crossbow.
Oh, that's true. If I take the crossbow, yeah. The only problem is, so... If I use the crossbow, I only have one shot, whereas if I can use my guns... Wait, can I use my guns underwater?
Probably not.
They're not, yeah, they're not bullets, they're shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you're all black powder.
Yep, alright, so it's me and Jack with a crossbow and magic.
And a shark.
And a shark.
Yeah. I mean, you can still take one shot. Is it every round or every other round? Can you
Every
bonus
round.
action reload?
No, it's part of the...
Yeah.
The reloading property just says you can attack once a round.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. Neat.
I think
So-
I thought it took your interaction. Does it not?
No, it's just... As part of your attack, you load it, but you can only do it once. I'll double check it, but I'm fair.
Yeah. So if you had multi-attack. Yeah,
Right.
that's the idea.
Mhm.
Or if you have a bonus action or something. Or not bonus action, but an extra attack. That's what I'm looking for.
I have extra attack. So I can't get 2 off?
No.
No. Okay.
Yeah, because of the time required to load it, you can only fire one piece of
I can only fire once.
ammunition when you take an action, bonus
Got
action,
it.
or reaction fire it. Yep.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, you can only do it once per action? So you could do it twice with an action surge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Alright.
really? Wait. I thought Action Surge just gave you another action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a totally separate action.
And loading says once per action.
Or bonus action.
Oh, I see. Never mind. I was thinking about it wrong. Cool.
Oh, okay. Alright. Loading is not nearly as bad as I thought it was.
It stops the extra attack users from using it, pretty much.
Yep. Alright, so
Let's
I hand
go.
over the potion to Jack.
I will cast Pass Without Trace on on myself. As long as they stay within 30 feet, they'll be affected by it as well. I lost my character sheet.
Oh.
I cast Goodberry and hand
fairy
out
dice.
Goodberries.
Okay.
The fairy is lost at sea now.
They look
Oh, no.
slightly rotten still.
Still or like more?
Still.
Okay.
Pass Without Trace, cast Goodberry, cast. All right, let's go.
Alright, try it.
This is such a bad idea. Let's go.
Alright, give me stealth checks.
We have a plus 10, by the way.
Yep.
I'm gonna need it.
Is this stealth check to jump into the water or what?
Yeah.
Okay, to jump in the water. So
Oh, I have
17.
disadvantage.
You have disadvantage?
Yeah.
Chain, right, heavy armor.
And I rolled a nat 1.
Plus 10.
Well, that's... Yeah, plus 10,
11.
so...
21.
Oh, it's gonna be a 12. 1.
So you guys go overboard. Jack's foot gets caught in a coil of rope as he's going over, and he makes a loud splash as you go over, and the bells start ringing on the other ship.
Quick, cover for us! Okay, well, I guess whatever. We keep swimming.
I mean, the
Ready,
only thing
wait.
the only thing I could do to cover for you would be to sail the ship at them and hope it distracts them. But I don't know that that's a good idea.
Alright, so we're swimming.
Yep, we're swimming.
Okay.
They're aware of us, but we're gonna get them anyways. And I'm slowing myself down. I'm only swimming at 30 feet to keep up with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess, ooh, it's lower than that, right? They're like 15 feet around? Or 30 feet a whole
30,
round.
30 per round, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm swimming real slow to stay within 10. I think it's 10 feet actually that I have to stay within you guys.
Just swimming circles around them.
I mean, if you're
30
doing
feet,
it,
okay.
if you're doing it for Pass Without Trace, that you've already blown your cover on
Yep.
that. So
I mean, I'm still gonna do it because I need to stay close to them for pack tactics and stuff too.
yeah.
Also, it's not like stealth couldn't come into play. You're in murky water.
I think
Anyone can take the hide action.
we're just gonna pick up with this next time.
Cool.
All right. Bad idea.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I better roll up Smith, cause we're gonna die.
Of the plans, I was not expecting any of these. So cool.
What were you expecting? No, that's a
Honestly-
genuine question.
Yeah, I honestly
What were
cannot
you
think of any
expecting?
alternatives right now.
Okay. Well, cool.
It's okay.
Okay. Alright, apparently you weren't expecting us to do anything, I guess.
No.
That's metagaming though.
There-
That is metagaming though, because we can still do those other plans if this one doesn't work out. So
Anyway,
Yeah, it's just like,
if we
well,
figure them
I'm
out,
just saying that it's like, you didn't expect you didn't expect us to try to contact them. You didn't expect us to try to fight them. You didn't expect us to try to swim there. You didn't expect us to try to get a boat there. I'm not sure what you did expect us to do.
I
it's okay.
didn't say that. Yes to all of that. But anyway, join us next week where we'll see the thrilling continuation of
Worst
The whole
plan.
party getting eaten by sharks.
Worst plan
plan.
ever, Mark II.
I guess that's all I've got for now.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
See you
Good night.
next week. Good
Night,
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Right.